Sex trafficking is the commercial sexual exploitation of a person through the use of force, fraud, or coercion to compel that person to perform sex acts for the benefit of the trafficker. People expect a trafficking victim to have been locked up in a room or maybe chained to a bed, but actually traffickers more often use psychological means to hold their victims captive. It's currently estimated over 44 million people are being trafficked around the world. And it happens in Chicagoland, which we're part of Greater Chicagoland. A common comment that I hear is that trafficking has to involve kidnapping or taking a person from one place to another. And it just doesn't. Almost 40% of the women that I've worked with have been trafficked by family. The mission of Sheltered91 is to provide safe spaces of hope and healing for people who have been or are at risk of being sexually exploited. The name Sheltered91 comes from Psalm 91, verse 4. He will cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you will find refuge. His faithfulness will be your shield and your rampart. And that's the kind of shelter we want to create. We want survivors to make God's faithfulness their strength. And we do that through 4 different ways. We do awareness, restoration, outreach, and prevention activities. And these women are going to encounter staff and volunteers and experience the love of Jesus firsthand through trauma-informed, professional, excellent care. Our goal is to be able to reach survivors wherever they're at, whether they're still in the life, whether they've been out for years and they're ready to begin working on their recovery, whether they're ready to really dive into their trauma and join the residential program for a time. Working with survivors can be challenging, and people maybe think it might be kind of dark or scary, but it's actually really full of hope. To be able to have the opportunity to share the gospel, to watch someone uncover their gifts and their skills and their abilities and rebuild their lives. Survivors don't fit into boxes. They need long-term care. And trafficking survivors need specific services geared to themselves. And we will offer that long-term to survivors who are ready to begin their recoveries. So there's lots of different ways that you can volunteer at Sheltered91. So we need volunteer drivers. We need volunteers to lead Bible study. We need volunteers to lead life skills groups, maybe a cooking class or a budgeting class. We need volunteers to be mentors and administrative tasks as well. So if you're interested in volunteering, you can go to our website, sheltered91.org, and click on the Get Involved tab at the top of the page. It'll take you to our volunteer page where you can review all the opportunities and pick the one that best fits you. The impact will be change lives for hundreds of women all around our region and area, because no person should ever be bought or sold. Every person has value in the sight of the Lord.